just don't want to get caught in this gap. It's really not a place to fall here. But no, I think it's going to be just enough.
These days are running slow.
Hello. Well, today I'm in the Peak District and I'm heading up King to Scout. I'll put the exact route on here. Yeah, it's been really busy though so far. That's what I've done a fair bit without filming because I don't really want to get loads of people on camera. Even now I've pulled over and there's people coming down. But yeah, it's just a popular area. I've got to this bit which is called the Rocky Passage. Most of this coming up, it's really nice by streams and that. I did film a little bit, but most of it's been really easy. It's like just a gentle slope all the way up. I think there's a bit of a scramble now.
Try to say the sunrise the same.
I'm nearly at the top of this now. It's relatively easy to be honest. But what I didn't say earlier is I brought a tent with me today. I brought a tarp and I'm planning to do one of those storm shelters. With this wind, it's probably going to be a bit of a test. It said on the weather it's going to be like 20 to 30 mile an hour. I think 30 with gusts, so it should be fine. But I think it's going to be flappy. This my one's quite big. I'll probably come back when I'm like on the flat bit now. Yeah, it is beautiful here. If you're looking for somewhere relatively easy walking, it's a really good place to come. Compared to like the Lake District anyway, because just the elevations is not as high. Most of this has been really steady. And even here, it's like sandy ground, so it's really soft on your knees. And to be honest, I've had a bit of a bad left knee at the moment, so ideal. But still, I don't know if you've seen my last video, I was talking about doing a camp I've got planned. But again, I was planning to go there. It's in Snowdonia, but the cloud base was so low. I don't want to get up there and plan this camp I'm probably going to do once and just sit in the cloud. And here was like some of the best weather around here. Snowdonia and the Lake District were pretty bad weather, so I was like, I've been thinking I want to go to the Peak District to camp just to try it out. I thought it's an ideal time to come, to be honest. I was deciding between bringing a tarp and getting my bivvy and tucking him like on the edge, a cliff edge or something. I just wanted to try this storm shelter thing out, so hopefully there's a bit of wind. I don't know whether I regret not bringing the hoop bivvy now, because some pretty cool spots around here. You could have just lay it on there, just have that view. Definitely worth coming here just for the rock formations. It's really unique. Let's see if I can break my legs now. When I was in Lanzarote, I went to a place that was similar to this. It looked exactly like this, just obviously more volcanic. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it is better. So I do see now, well, this is like a really popular wild camping spot. I think I might do some more here, but I like to be right on the top of a mountain, which you can't really get around here. Oh yeah. But yeah, every corner you go around, there's more and more people. It seems like a really popular place. Obviously, if you're not an idiot with your camera, that don't really matter. And I'm guessing whatever that is that like peat or something? I don't really know. I'm guessing that's why all the water around here is really dark. I think it's peat. I just seen a ledge. It's up there. I think I'm going to climb up. If that's campable, I'm going to camp on top of there because that'd be a pretty fun camp. I need to go and have a look. I just don't want to get caught in this gap and end up like that 47 hours or whatever it's called. It's definitely not a place to fall here. Yeah, that's the ledge I'm on about. It's extremely windy. I just want to have a look because that's pretty cool. I wish I brought that hoop Bivvi out. I could have tied it under the rocks. It's windy. I wish the wind was going the other way. I'm going to lose my hat. And the answer is no. It's not flat enough, that's not happening. Let's get to the top and see what that's like. I think the smart move would be to take my backpack off. Yeah, it's not happening. Well, that's the top of Kinder Scout. And it'd be pretty rude not to come and give it a tap. Ugh. Bosh. By the way, what I just touched was not Kinder Scout, it was Kinder Low. Kinder Scouts this way, so I'm going to head over there. If this don't lead to that Kinder Scout summit, I am sacking it off. It's just too squelchy. Everywhere I walk there's a bog. It just looks like some more rocks, to be honest. So I just cut into this little gully thing. I don't want to get over there and then it's just heather all the way back, so I'm not walking all the way back around there. I don't want to pitch up early, but I've been pottering around for a while now. Oh, I see more bog. I think this is it. Pretty underwhelming. So if you go in here, just go to that Kinder Low because it's got a trig. Might be a bit of a change of plans, because where I was planning to camp, there's already someone there. But I was already thinking, that place that I went past at the start, and it was like that ledge, I'm thinking about camping there. So yeah, I think this is the spot. This is going to be a bit of a random one, but it's a bit more interesting than just a tarp. So there ain't much space at all here, but I think I can fit in just about. I'm just worried about my legs being off the edge. But no, I think it's going to be just enough to sleep. And that'll be the view, which is a pretty cool view. Right, change of plans. It's just too windy. It's just blowing the tarp, and it's I can't get it like the pegs in properly anywhere. So I'm just going to head back over there and set up a storm shelter unless I see somewhere on the way. So, while I do this, I'm going to try my best to try and show you how to do it, which is going to be difficult in this wind, but I am going to try. So first of all, you want to keep hold of your tarp. the wind like this because it's going to blow away. Get your pegs ready. So if you're planning to do this shelter, the best thing you can do to make it a lot easier is you've got the ridge line running down here all the way down, and on that one you want one cord, a cord next to it, and a cord next to it. So it's just 3 cords on the 3 middle next to the ridge line. You'll see it as I set it up. But to start off with, I will show you where these pegs are going, but I am going to get them in the ground first so they don't blow away. Basically, on every one, it's 1 in from the corner. Is the easiest thing to remember, at the back anyway. So you want 1 in from the corner. Over here, I might need to move that over a bit. 1 in from the corner. I will show this in a sec. I just want to get them in a second. So yeah, this is a bit weirdly shaped because of the ground, and I can't get the pegs in properly, but effectively 1 in from the corner, and then you fold the corner under, 1 in from the corner. I'm going to peg that back as well. And then at the front, so with this, you've got 1 attachment here and the corner. You pull it straight and you move the corner to where that attachment was, and you peg it in. And you do exactly the same on the other side. And this is how you do it when it's windy. So you pull it straight, there's a rock in the way, but this is where you use an old sock. I've brought one with me just for this purpose. Put it on the end of your pole just to stop it ripping the tarp. And put it under the ridge line and go 1 in. So what have we learnt so far? It's an absolute nightmare to put up. No, it's nothing to do with the wind. It's just this ground. I just had to crack on and do it. But yeah, it was exactly as I explained. It's every other one and fold under. And then try and get these straight. But obviously, all my ground's not level, so it's throwing it off a little bit. So I've had to move it over and adjust it all. Then you just guy out the front cord. And I'll show you what to do with the other ones. This don't blow away. But we'll see, it might be okay once I've put it up. So then you get these cords and you can hook it on the back peg. If you put this as a taut line hitch, you can hook it on this back peg here. I'm going to put some extra pegs in because this wind's a bit extreme. And then you can just pull that tight, obviously, because it's a taut line hitch. And get the tension in it. And that'll help hold that pole in as well. So once you got it up, it is strong. And you can get all the flap out. Oh, you're falling over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that's not essential, but I think it's going to help on this one. I'm going to use a cord to pull that back out of it. So I'm going to put a cord on there and pull that back. It's going to take a lot of this flap out. Put like a little slip knot through the... Now I'm going to put a taut line hitch on this side, and that gives me the option then to tighten it. I'm going to peg it up there. I was going to use a pole to support it, but because of this rock behind, I don't think I need it. I will show you what I've done in a sec. This is just going to give it a bit extra tautness. So that's what I've done. Just pulled that, pegged it up there. I was going to put the pole under here just to pick it up. And now what I'm going to do, which I wouldn't do usually, because of the wind, I'm going to peg all these edges in, because it's just going to keep it from flapping a little bit. There's a lot of flapping, and I'm going to sleep better if I can get all of that out. Get it as taut as possible. Yeah, it weren't too bad. The wind, I don't want you to think that was really difficult to set up and bad. It weren't in the wind. I could easily set that up in the wind. But uneven ground you got to watch out for, because that was a bit of a nightmare. But once it's in, even with it uneven, it's fine. It's just with these rocks in the way. If they weren't in the way, it would have gone up really easy. Yeah, that's set up now, so I can just get inside. I'm glad, because the light's starting to go. I'm glad I'm not up there on that rock trying to put that tarp up, and I just stuck to this. But it's a decent tarp. It's still really windy, and now I've got that flapping out. It's fine, as good as any 10. I could probably get it a bit tauter, but I don't think it's necessary. I think that's going to be fine. And what I'll do is I'll probably go around and tighten these up a bit, because that keeps this pole in. That pole's not moving now. So I'm inside the tarp shelter now, just making a drink. One thing I want to say as well, if you've seen this camping moon stove, I think it's called, it is an absolute beast. Oh, I've just put it on and the water's boiling straight away. But yeah, what have I learned from putting up this tarp? The wind, surprisingly, ain't an effect at all. People were saying, oh, how would you get that up in a storm? It's easy. It's really easy in the wind. What did affect it, if you've got anything stopping you from getting it to where it should be, it's a massive hassle. But yeah, I really like this shelter though. It's warmed up straight away, and it's, you know, it's flapping a bit, but no more than what a tent would in like 20-30 mile an hour winds. You can just sit here and make a drink. It's got a nice view outside the front, and it stops the wind, as long as this front bit's not obviously direct into the wind. Another thing I'd recommend is don't pull them. I have a bit today because it's really windy, but it's quite good to leave a bit of a gap underneath, to be honest, just because otherwise you're going to get this full of condensation. It's not going to be as bad today with the wind and it's not that cold, but it's something you want to be careful of. I thought I'd come outside for a bit just to get the last bit of the sun and just to show the tent and stuff. And I just dropped my coffee on myself, so I'm trying to dry it off a bit. But yeah, just to show this setup. Yeah, someone's left rubbish there as well. I'm going to pick that up. It's nothing to do with me. Yeah, that's a setup. So yeah, it's okay. Handling the wind fine. I've got that rock blocking it a bit, but it's not really doing much. And yeah, that's from the back. And it is a pretty good view. I'm glad I picked this side. There's someone camped just there. Someone camped over there. Someone camped up there. People camped everywhere. Obviously it's summer. And I think because this is quite easy to get to, everywhere you look there's people with tents, and I think this is a popular place. It's so easy to get up here. Yeah, so you can put a storm shelter up in the wind. Just try and pick a bigger spot than I did. You know, the material is probably not going to fail, especially if you get one of those super light DD. This is by the way, this is a DD hammock, 3.5 by 3.5. I would recommend the 3x3 though, especially for stuff like this. It's just slightly too big. It just gives you extra flap, and you don't need all that size. If it's 2 people though, this is ideal. So you could have one in that way, one in that way, and you've got loads of room. Yeah, it feels a bit colder out here. It's so warm once you get in here, because it just stops all the wind. You can just hear the sound straight away. It's like, it's trapping a bit of the heat as well, so it's nice and warm in here. But yeah, in the morning as well, I'm just going to go over this bag, because this is a new bag. It's, I can't remember the name now. In the morning, I'm going to go over this bag and I'm going to research the name, remember. It's something like a Naturehike rock or something. But it's okay. I'm going to be honest, I still prefer my Decathlon one. But the reason I got this bag is because that Decathlon, the only thing I don't like is if you scramble in and you put your hands above your head, your head hits the back of it. Whereas this one, it doesn't. It's a decent bag that's decent quality and stuff. I'll go over it a bit more in the morning, I think, just to show you it. It's got some really good features, like this pocket is amazing. But yeah, when I first put it on, I wasn't that keen on it, but I've started to get used to it and it's okay. All the padding and stuff's good. But yeah, it's a decent bag, but I'll go over it later. But yeah, I'm gonna get this steak on now. I think I'm starving. But yeah, I'm still on a bit of a diet, so you're not gonna see many carbs in this meal. But I've got a 11-ounce thick Aberdeen Angus steak, butter and pepper. I got some trimmed asparagus. And I bought some these wild pick mushrooms. It's like shiitake mushrooms, and I don't know what the other one's called. Yeah, I bought a big lump of butter and pepper. Probably don't need all this butter, but I think for a steak, butter definitely makes a difference. Yeah. Please just throw all of this in at the same time because asparagus tends to take a long while. Oh, by the way, when you're getting all your expensive titanium spatulas, this was, it was like 60p or something, it might have been 90p. I just cut the handle so it fits inside the frying pan, and it's definitely lighter than any titanium spatula. So that's it done. Steak, asparagus and wild mushrooms. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, to be honest. I'll have to give this a taste test. I ain't got no knife though, so it's going to be a bit of a grab and bite. Let's try these mushrooms. Definitely not low calorie cooked in all that butter, but it's good. And asparagus. Oh yeah, it's perfect. So yeah, I'm just going to put this away. And then I think we'll go outside and have a look. I did come out to look at the sunset, but it doesn't look like there's much of one, to be honest. It's a bit too cloudy. Hopefully it clears in the morning. But yeah, it's still a nice view. There's a lot of people camping up here. There's someone behind me. There's some people over there, some people over there, tent over there. So that's me, fully ready for bed now. Yeah, I think I'd use this setup again. It's ideal, to be honest. It's like you've got so much room just to do cooking and stuff. I've had zero problem with condensation. I think in the winter it'd be a bit of a problem with condensation, but if you slept like this way, you'd be so far away from the wall it wouldn't really matter. And you've got to be careful, obviously, where you pitch it. You wouldn't want a really wet floor because it's gonna come through, especially if it rains loads. But yeah, it's ideal. I'm gonna go to sleep now, and then in the morning I'll probably head to that pools and probably go for a swim, but I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. Well, didn't get sunrise and it is looking pretty grim out there. As promised, I'm going to show you this bag. Yeah, it's a Naturehike rock. It's a 60 litre. The padding's really good, really thick. The only thing that's a bit random on it is this pocket here. It's meant to be for bottles, but it doesn't really fit anything in. So, but I've used it for my camera, so it's actually been really good. It's framed. This one is, there's two different versions. There's like a sil nylon version. I think this one is like their version of Dyneema, which is a tiny bit heavier. I think it's like 1.2 or 1.3 kilo, but I got it because I mistreat my gear, so it's going to last a lot longer. On the side, it's got really big stretchy pockets, which I've fitted like a 2 litre bottle and other stuff in, which is really good. One of the best things on it is this massive pocket on the front, which especially today, because I'll probably take this tarp, wipe it off, and it's going to go in there instead of getting all my gear wet. But it's roll top, the top rolls down, it's really big as well, and then it just clips in, it's 2 clips on the side. One thing I'd say, if you're under like probably like 5'10", I wouldn't get this bag because it's not very good with the adjustment on the waist strap. So there is a little bit of adjustment, but not much. The arm straps, they just don't pull down further enough, so to get it high enough on my waist, I've had to pull them down nearly all the way. So if you were short, I'm 5'11", I reckon 5'10", you'd be fine, but anything under that, you'd start to struggle to not get it tight enough on your shoulders. And yeah, it comes with a pack cover as well. But yeah, for the price, pretty good bag. I found it comfortable. Someone was saying something about this being too narrow, but I've not found that at all. I thought it was fine. It's the same as any other bag. Yes, that's a Naturehike rock. I will try and add a link to the Amazon listing for it. So yeah, that's the weather. Pretty grim, but it has stopped raining now, which is a benefit. But yeah, I've already packed up all my stuff on that. I'm just gonna pack this down now. But yeah, I got a little tip, is pack one of these, little sponge. So when you got to pack it down, I've already used it for the condensation, but obviously it's covered in water. You don't really want to pack that inside your bag because it's going to get everything wet and you've got to carry it all. So yeah, I'm just going to sponge this off now and start heading off. So that's me all packed up now, as you can see, leave no trace. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head a slightly different way home because I don't fancy going down all those rocks in the wet and horrible weather. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of different ways I can go back, but all of them pretty much linking back up with that Pennine Way. So yeah, it's completely clagged in here. Seems like a good place to end the video. If there is anything else on the way back, any views, I will come back on. But if you like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home.